Now, the first thing that we have to go over here is how to evaluate your return on investment. That's what ROI stands for, in finding your lifetime value, okay? Because if you don't know the lifetime value of your customer, how could you possibly know the return that you're getting? So we're going to go over this step by step. This is very important. This is something that you have to know for anything that you do. Any marketing initiative that you do, it doesn't matter if it's radio, billboards, any digital, it doesn't matter. You have to know the lifetime value of your customer. Now, let me give you an example here, and I want you to go over this exercise so you can see how lifetime value is important, how most business owners, 90% of them, does not know how to calculate this. Only the ones that I've seen that are making anywhere from 10 million to 20 million really understand this, and they take that into account when running marketing campaigns. Now, let's just say there is an eyelash replacement expert, lady that works at a salon, and she makes $80 net profit per application that she does. Okay, so after all the costs, after paying the rent that she has to, and paying all the product costs, she makes $80 for an eyelash replacement. Okay, let's say she invested $2,000 in Google Ads, got 20 leads, and acquired 5 clients. So she invested $2,000 and got 5 clients. Did she have a good return on investment? Now I'm going to pause here for a second and let you think about that. Okay. She invested $2,000 and got 5 clients, only 5 clients. Did she have a good return on investment? Since she make $80 net profit per application. Now, let's find out. So lifetime value equals the net profit per customer times number of transactions times retention period. We're going to go over that so you can dissect it and know what that means. Again, I'm really simplifying this for you, okay? I'm simplifying this just so you can have a grasp of what that number should be. So net profit per customer, so $80 times number of transactions. So women usually, for this particular client, and again, these numbers are based on the real student that took the course. And you can also double check this with, if you know anyone that works at a salon. But she replaces eyelashes twice a month, okay, for the same individuals. Women tend to replace their eyelashes twice a month. So that's the monthly transactions, okay? In this scenario, it's 2, because people will hire her twice per month. And the retention period. Here, you have to use an average, right? So the average customer with this particular business owner stays with her for 12 months. And obviously there's someone that would just do a one-off. There's some people that'll stay with her for 6 months. There are people who are going to stay with her for 2 years, 5 years. But the average of the retention period is 12 months. You have to use an average, okay? All these numbers have to be calculated based on an average. And you have to know that, or at least have an idea of that when it comes to your business. Okay, so now let's do the math. So just a quick recap here. $80 net profit per customer times 2, because people do this twice per month, right? Women replace their eyelashes twice per month, times 12, which is the average time that a customer stays with her. Now let's see what that looks like. 80 times 2 times 12 equals 1,920. Okay, so the lifetime value of her customer is $1,920, not 80. Okay, and again, you can pause this video anytime and replay it so you can really grasp this. But most business owners would think that, yes, well, I'm investing 2,000 and I only made 80 times 5. That's not it. You got to calculate lifetime value. So she actually made 9,600, which is 1920 times 5 clients equals 9,600. Okay. So her profit was $9,600, because remember, we're calculating this based on the net profit already. Now, you take that minus the Google ad investment, and the ROI is $7,600, right? So 9,600 minus 2,000 equals $7,600. Pause this video at any time so you can really understand the math here, but this should be fairly simple. So you also have to take referrals into account, okay? Because you're gonna acquire a new customer and they may refer you eventually to the people that they know. So this business owner knows that for every 5 clients that she gets, she'll get 2 referrals out of them. Okay, so we have to put 1920 times 7, which is 5 plus the 2 referrals, right, equals 13,440. Okay, and if you're a business, that math might be different because you may get 1 referral out of 10 clients. So you just adapt that to your calculation. So she actually made 13,440. That's the total net revenue. Minus the 2,000 here equals 11,440. That's the power of knowing your lifetime value. Okay, most business owners will only multiply the $80 times 5 and think, oh wow, I only made $400. I invested 2,000. I didn't make enough money. That's not the right way to look at it. Billion-dollar companies, they understand lifetime value. Okay, and big companies, even in the local valley, they understand this. And that's how you have to look at things when investing in your business. You have to know your lifetime value, you have to know your referral rate, and go from there. And this number will always change, but as you get better, right, in your business. Now let's go over this math, not only from a monthly perspective, from a yearly perspective. So we know the ROI is 13.4, okay, 13,440, 7 new clients, minus the 2,000 investment from Google equals 11,440 per month, times 12 equals $137,280 net profit per year. Okay, that's what we're looking at here in this particular example. So not knowing your lifetime value, as you can see, can cost you. Because the business owner would think that they're only making $560 per month, right? The 80 times 7 new clients, assuming she did take referrals into account initially, right? And therefore making only $6,720 per year. So that's the difference. When you know your lifetime value, you understand how to calculate return on investment. You'd go from thinking that you're only making $6,720, where you're actually making $137,280. And again, I really want you to pause, go back, and digest all this information because this is very important. Okay, no matter what you do for your business, you have to know your lifetime value based on the products that you have to offer. Okay. Here's a question that we often get. What if I'm just starting a business? Do an online research. That's what you can do. You can find that online. Just type on Google lifetime value for X, Y, and Z business that you're in. You can ask people around in your industry, hey, what's the lifetime value of your customer? They might not know, so you got to ask them the right questions, right? Hey, what's the net profit that you make on this service? How often do people hire you to do this service? Okay, interesting. And for how long does an average customer stay with you on average? So you can just find that out by asking people in your industry, in your local market. And you should be somewhat familiar with these numbers in your industry. If you're going into that business anyway, you should be aware of this, okay? Over time, you'll be able to calculate your true lifetime value. You can use your research and what you know as a starting point. And as you're in business and you're getting customers, you will have your own lifetime value eventually. Now, benefits and considerations. Lifetime value can increase as you add upsells, offer, or raise your pricing, right? So if this business owner in this example raises her price and now she's making $100 net profit, her lifetime value will increase, right? Because now she's making more per eyelash that she puts on her customers. Now, you can also have some offers and say, hey, an upsell. So someone comes in, they're doing an eyelash, you can sell them beauty products, right? And that will add to your lifetime value because right now you're increasing your net profit per customer as you do that. Okay, so that's something for you to keep in mind. So in a nutshell, you should be recalculating your lifetime value every year and calculate your ROI from there. You also have to take into account brand growth when you do any type of marketing, right? Brand growth is basically an unmeasurable growth of your business that cannot be tracked. Some companies are okay with even breaking even or losing money to build their brand. This is called brand awareness. As you know, when you walked into Apple, they're just Apple. They're not trying to track if you click on an ad or something because they have the brand recognition. But let me give you an example. Someone comes and does business with you. Let's just use me as an example. I hire a service. I tell my friend about it. She does not go and hire you, right? Because she doesn't need the service. But then she's talking to another group of friends that I don't know at a dinner party. And she talks and someone brings up that they need the service. She may bring up your company because now she's aware of your company. Now you may not be able to track that as a referral, but that's your brand doing the work for you. Okay, so as you grow your brand, you're gonna get a lot of inquiries from people that they heard it somewhere, or they can't even tell you how they heard about your company, but they just know about your brand. So that's something you have to take into account as well, brand growth. And again, in this example, this particular beauty specialist that does eyelash replacement is having an extreme good ROI for her business, but that doesn't mean you will have the same ROI, right? The goal here is to find out if when you do Google Ads the right way, is this a good channel for your business? And you got to give it time, okay? Now, homework for you. You have to find the current lifetime value of your customers. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you have to start somewhere, okay? But that's it for lifetime value and calculating ROI. Now let's move on to the next lesson.